What's up, everybody? Welcome to week 2 of the Perfect 10 Poker Fantasy Football League. Week 1 is in the books. 5 of us won, 5 of us lost. I lost. No big deal. I'm dealing with it. But I would like to show y'all a little clip of how I feel about this week's game, because I played a pretty good game against Bill. I predicted I would lose, but I obviously tried to win as hard as I could. However, I ran into a wall on Sunday night called Julius Thomas. Okay? Now, I understand getting your 80 yards and your touchdown. That's all well and good. Okay? But this son of a bitch had 2 touchdowns in what seemed like the first quarter. I don't remember. I was listening to it on the way back from watching the Cowboys get their ass kicked in Dallas. That was awful. I would say 5 minutes into that game, I was like this. Yeah, it sucked. Okay, it sucked. It sucked bad. All right, but I looked at my fantasy scores. I was hanging in there with Bill. Was looking pretty good. And then Julius Thomas, he just took a big fat shit on me. Okay. Now, I'd like to show you a small video of me and Julius Thomas. I bumped into him in a hot tub this weekend. The part of me will be played by Ruxin from the league, and the part of Julius Thomas will be played by Antonio Gates, since they play at the same position. So, enjoy.
Antonio Gates. How are you, man?
Nice to meet you, man. How you doing?
I cannot believe you just got into this hot tub. What are you doing here?
Just my week, visiting some family.
All right.
Relaxing.
Chilling.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how excited I am to meet you. Because I have been cursing your name all week long, and now I get to yell at you in person.
Excuse me?
Excuse me? You ruined my fantasy football team this week.
I'm just doing my job. My job is to go play football.
Well, when you catch balls, it has a negative effect on my team. You ravaged my fantasy football team.
You know what?
What?
I didn't know that. But now that I met you, I'm kind of happy that it turned out that way.
I don't like your tone, sir.
You're an angry little man.
Yeah, I'm about to get angry all up in your face.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See, I told you Ruxin would wreck the week.
Yeah, that's how I feel about what happened to me. Okay? But I'm not bitter. All right? Let's move on. Another ass whooping. We all know I predicted Adrian to win the league. He lost this week as well. You can lose a game. You can lose it the first week. It's not a big deal. It's happened before. People have gone on to win the whole thing. I believe it was in 94. The Cowboys, was it 93? 93. Cowboys started off 0-2. Emmitt Smith was holding out. Ended up winning the Super Bowl. Anything can happen, folks. Okay, you just don't know. But Cregatron, he went apeshit all over Adrian with the help of 2 players. Okay, mainly because of Megatron. Because let's be honest, Stafford, that second touchdown from Stafford to Megatron, no one else in the league probably could have caught that. Maybe Dez, maybe Crabtree because he's got good hands. But man, this dude's just a freak. Okay, in fact, let me just show you what happened to Adrian's team at the hands of the Cregatron. All right, aka Megatron.
Sam, where are you? You're so weak.
Yeah, that's what happened. Okay, it was brutal. Okay, he killed him. He gutted him. All right. Anyway, let's move on to the rankings. All right, my first edition of the Power Rankings. I'm not saying I'm going to do these every single week. I may do some different stuff on my videos. Stuff doesn't have to change that dramatically week after week, but maybe every 2 weeks. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Coming in at number 10, just as I predicted, the lowest score of the week. The team is bad. Listen, James, buddy, you might as well just take the season off. Get that top 4 pick next year, okay? Hopefully you got a keeper better than Tannehill for next year. Because if it looks like shit and it smells like shit, it must be shit.
And that's all I have to say about that.
All right, number 9, Renee. Now, this isn't, I'm not completely bailing on my preseason pick of her making it to the finals. However, she did just lose Adrian Peterson for at least one game. I'm going to say probably more than one game. Because of Mr. Ray Rice in that situation, Adrian Peterson's got to be made example of. I would not be surprised if he's suspended the rest of the year. Who knows what can happen? Listen, my grandmother made me go outside and pick my switch from a tree, okay, the branch, okay? Now, the only difference there was she didn't have the arms, okay, and the leg strength of Adrian Peterson, okay, when she whooped me, okay, when she, swatted me with those damn branches. So I know that shit had to hurt, okay? Adrian, I know you got it too, all right, but it's 2014. We got Twitter, we got Facebook, we got social media everywhere. You're in the media. You're in part of one of the biggest corporations in the world, basically, the NFL. You can't do stuff like that. It's going to come out, all right? But Renee's team comes in at number 9. She still has a solid team overall, but losing AP, for whatever amount of time it is, it's not good. I'm going to put her at 9 for right now. Number 8, Tracy. Really good running back combo. Best running back combo in the league, actually, in our league. You got a little bit of QB depth. I ultimately think that might hurt you because it's like, which one do I play this week based on matchup? Usually, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. So it's like, who do I play this week? Often when that happens, you end up playing the wrong guy. You can prove me wrong, though. Your wide receivers are a joke. Next. Martin. Listen, stop tinkering with your lineup, putting Jimmy Graham on the bench all week, trying to fool us. We know you're playing him. You're not fooling anybody, all right? It's a joke. You got a solid team. I am concerned about your running backs. You've got, Bell. He's solid. After that, not very good. Not much depth there. And your wide receivers, they're barely better than Tracy's. All right, number 6, all right? Stephanie, all right? Listen, Matt Ryan, not going to play like that again the rest of this year. Mark it down. I guarantee he does not put up plus 40 again, okay? He's just not going to do it. Good news for you is Ben Tate will probably bounce back, and that'll probably be his worst week of the year, all right? I love all the weapons from the Denver team you got. So you got a solid team. Got you at number 6, which has you making the playoffs. Number 5, it's going to be me, all right? I'm putting myself at number 5. I lost my opener, but so did Rodgers, Breeze, and Brady, and they champs, just like this guy, all right? I got a lot of depth. I'm solid at running back, even with losing Ray Rice. I backed him up with Pierce, but I already had Bush, Lacey, and Murray. Wide receiver still a question. Macklin looks good. At number 2 wide receiver, still a little bit of concern, but we'll see what happens. Craig, listen, now I've got you at number 4, and I doubted you making the playoffs. I could be wrong about that. I'm still not 100% because your running backs are not good, but if Stafford and Megatron play like that and keep putting up 70 points, 60 points, whatever it may be, you don't need to worry about your running backs because you're going to win a lot of games if those 2 guys combine for those type of points all year. All right. Number 3. This guy's going to make the playoffs this year. The guy that beat me this week, Bill. All right. Bill's making the playoffs. He's got a great QB. He's got solid running backs, wide receivers. He's got depth. I like this guy's team. He's going to get out of it. He's going to be spoiler no more. He's making the playoffs. I don't know what's going to happen after that, but he's making the playoffs. Number 2, the guy I picked to win the title this year, he did lose. Number 2, I got Adrian. All right. Now, he lost his first week. Doesn't matter. You can lose your first week. All right. If you go 0-2, 0-3, then we have a problem. Jamal Charles, Des Bryant did not have good games. Those are the first games of the year. They will come around. That'll probably be one of Dez's worst years. He got kind of banged up a little bit. We kind of got away from our game plan. Anyway, Dez will be back. Jamal Charles will be back. You'll be fine, Adrian. Don't worry. Number 1. Now, it pains me to say this, all right, but looking at it after a week of play, analyzing all the teams, right now, as it sits, Mr. Dante Hamilton has the best team, okay? This is your week, Dante. 49ers beat my Cowboys, and you're power ranked number 1. And you got the win last week, just like I said, Martin. I told you he was going to beat you, and he did. Manning or Forte. Ugh, you know, lethal combination there. Then you got Brown, Antonio Brown, who's jump kicking people in the face. Jordy Nelson's going to have an incredible year, maybe a top 3, top 4 wide receiving year. Spiller looks decent. He got more carries than Jackson, which is good. Health is always the issue with that guy. Cordell Patterson. Who would have thought he'd be leading rusher for Minnesota this weekend, okay? He might be leading rusher next week, too, with Adrian Peterson out. Bottom line, the team is loaded top to bottom. I really, really like this team. All right, it's number 1 for right now. Okay, last thing I'll do is I'm just going to rattle off who's going to win this week. I'm not going to go into detail on the why. I'm just going to tell you who I think is going to win this week. I got Jacob winning. That's me. I got Adrian winning. I got Stephanie winning. I got Martin winning. And I got Dante winning. Okay? That's my video for this week, guys. Good luck, everybody, except Renee. Yeah, I don't want you to win. No. I need to win. I can't be 0-2. 0-2 is no good. All right? Anyway, guys, I'll see y'all next week on this video.